Hi guys, my name is Yasir Salim and I'm the founder and CEO of Australasian Academics. I am here today with a few more agile concepts that are actually vitally important for the students to understand, both covering areas in the project management professional exam and agile certified professional exams as well. Um, we'll be going through some important this is the third version of the video, and two of the videos on Agile ACP training that have been released already. So feel free to check out Aus Academics Private Limited, which is our YouTube channel, to like and subscribe to those videos because some of these videos can take up to hours to prepare. So we have covered previously up to the value stream mapping, which is a concept. Just to repeat, is to outline the steps required to deliver a product feature from conception is delivery. So product value stream mapping is it's a graphical representation of a product delivery or minimum viable product delivery, um, from conception, from the idea of the product's creation, for example, to delivery of the project as well. So visual tool to analyze and improve the steps that are actually required for the delivery of the product feature or multiple features. And the outcome for that process is to value delivery, mapping, and waste elimination. Um, so another concept in agile and project management that are actually used is potentially shippable increment. Potentially shippable increment or minimum viable product, they're very similar things. So it's a portion of the project. So for example, you have a project to deliver an automotive or a motor car. It's a portion of the project that could be delivered to the customer if needed, and it's functional with minimum features available. So a prototype for a car, for example, and then the rest of the features can be incrementally delivered or added onto the product itself. It's a capacity for a new work to begin, for an item to begin, and aligning that the pull-based nature of Kanban as well. So teams basically work in a pull-based setup where they will pull work off the Kanban board, which is a very graphical and visual board, according to their skills and expertise, and they will perform the work. All right. So the next concept we have is parking lot. Parking lot is a concept where the unresolved issues. So, for example, if you're in a meeting, you have a number of things to do in the backlog. So, and you do the product owner constantly discusses, consults with which is obviously the from the customer's point of view, the product owner is representing a customer. So you have a project manager uh, or servant leader in more in agile, the development team. So three amigos again, and it's constantly basically giving you feedback from the customers of what needs to be done or improved. So and then the parking lot is basically parking the unsolved issues that are actually off topic. They're important, but they can be discussed in the feature sprint meetings or added to the feature sprints when organizing or refining the backlog. Next concept in Agile, we have the epic. Epic, as the name suggests, it's a large. Epic means large or big. So epic is basically a larger user story that needs to be broken down into smaller stories, right? So user stories, because the ones that are too big and complex, so they're very hard to be worked on. So they break it down into smaller stories in a single iteration. So, for example, if there's a chunk of work, I'll give you an example for the automotive manufacturing again. So you can't manufacture a car in a single go. It has to be a number of different smaller components or pieces of Legos that need to come together to assemble a car, whether it's the entertainment systems or a drive shaft or an engine or wheels, for example, or a hull or a body, and the other systems that actually get into a project. So they break it down into more achievable chunks and smaller user stories for implementation. So it's very important to break down the work, and that is the concept of epic in project agile project management. Project management, there's another term called simplicity. The art of maximizing the amount of work not done is essential. Okay, how does it benefit the project manager or the project itself? It reduces the time spent on non-essential tasks, and basically it in allowing the teams to focus on what truly adds value to the customer. So that is that is the idea behind that concept. So next one is information radiuses, as the name suggests. Information radiuses that are they're big, the visual big signs to increase the transparency of the information within the teams or within a project environment and make it accessible for all team members. Three Amigos meeting, as I previously said, Three Amigos meeting is a meeting that is to discuss and align the perspectives of business development, testing of user stories, and address potential issues early. Three Amigos in an agile setup or agile project is basically the customer, which is ultimately the product owner. You've got the development team, and thirdly, you have the seventh leader, the project manager himself. All right, swarming is also another concept, and when a team focuses on a single task or story until it's completed. For example, you have a task there, your roadmap is clear as well, so you will put all the resources you have available within the team to accomplish or get one single task done. It's an agile practice that where the whole team focuses on completing a single task or a user story before moving on to the next one. The approach encourages collaboration and help overcome challenges and obstacles or impediments efficiently by concentrating the collective efforts onto in the ICT. In the I'll give you an example with the ICT as well. So you've got a dual setup that's called in an extreme programming. You've got one person who's testing and the other one's developing. So one's writing the code, the other is testing simultaneously. They work off the same setup, same PC, for example, as well. So that actually helps a real-time feedback. And that see, when you know something, when you know what you're doing, and if somebody taps you on the shoulder and say, "Hey, you're doing this right as well," it's annoying. But when you don't know something, when you don't have enough knowledge to perform a certain task, any tapping on a shoulder is a help from God, right? So it's a matter of perspective, skills, and competency. Um, Lean software development is the next concept where you eliminate waste, improve efficiency. Lean, as the name suggests, it was developed by Toyota. Toyota being remarkable in delivering, minimizing waste in their production processes as well. Six Sigma organization with only 3.4 defective units per million manufacturers, as you would all know. So it just eliminates the waste, and the name suggests it's very lean, similar to meat without the fat and non-value added activities that are actually eliminated, and the ones that are actually kept or retained, there's that the activities that actually add the maximized value, improving efficiency in the production or software development process. User persona is another another concept in Agile where there's a fictional character that is created to represent a user type within the targeted demographics, attitude, or behavior set that might use a product or service in a similar way that actually helps the teams understand user needs and motivations.